Okay, we're back online. If anybody's on here, would you please let me know? I'll wait a few minutes till people pop back in. Let me put up another link. Okay, we got some people back. I want to apologize for that. I have a bunch of USB ports on my computer, and I need to disconnect a couple of them before I do a broadcast, or what just happens. I stop. I'm unable to hear the game. Anyway, we're going to resume right now. If someone listening can tell me if they can see everything, we'll get back to the game. Let's see where we resumed. Okay, Mark, thank you very much. I do apologize for that. I have disconnected those USB ports, so that won't happen again. You know, it's really funny. Earlier today, I said, I got to remember to unplug those before I do the broadcast. Well, I didn't remember to unplug them. And I get a static noise and I can't hear anything. I don't know if you heard it on your end, but I had to shut it down and restart. We're in the top of the sixth inning, 3-2. And it looks like, for some reason, the players aren't straightened out on the field, but they will be in a minute. Yep, there they go. No, they're not. Okay, let's see how we can fix this out. There we go. All right. Runner on first is Thomas. Valenzuela still on the mound. If you can remember way back when in the first, he allowed 3 runs, but has shut down Beantown since. Judnich up the middle. Biggio with a great play. And I don't know what's going on with the chalkboard, but it apparently is messed up because of what I've done. But we're going to continue on. Double play. Valenzuela, the lab, strikes them out. Maybe this will straighten it out. This inning, we go to the bottom of the sixth, 3-2 Beantown. Fifth strikeout for Lemon. Killebrew. Deep to left. Raines has got it. Murphy 1 for 1. He strikes him out. We go to the top of the seventh. Beantown leading Chicago 3-2. Chicago 7-0 in the season. Beantown 3-5. Beantown looking to give Chicago its first defeat. Valenzuela, 5 good innings after that opening inning, will face Rosen. Hits it to left. Murphy's got it. Carter up, 6-game hitting streak. Hits it back to the mound. He's out. I don't know why my chalkboard is screwed up, but somehow this game did it when it resumed. Valenzuela facing Stevens. Strikes him out. We head to the bottom of the seventh. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Beantown. 3 left on base. 2, 5, 1, and 3 left on for Real Chicago. Lemon and Valenzuela in the pitching duel. Biggio on the ground. Thomas is going to take it to what appears to be the bag, but it isn't. And you'll have to forgive me. We will not have that happen again the next game. But I don't want to fool around with it because I don't want to lose the score. I don't want to lose the position in the game. So we're just going to have to deal with it. 1 out, Bagwell up. Line drive in a right field, base hit. He's going to make it to second. He's safe. Double for Bagwell. Let me just take a look here for a second. Maybe if I move the bags a tiny bit and then save it, that'll do something. Let's find out. Berra up. Line drive in the corner. Bagwell scores. Berra on second. What appears to be second, even though he's on the mound. Berra doubled. Tie game, 3-3. Arky Vaughan. Lemon's 7th strikeout. 2 down. Tie score here in the bottom of the 7th. McCovey up. He's going to be intentionally walked. Edmonds, 2 for 3 on the day. Fly to right. He's got it. Inning over. We head to the 8th. We're tied at 3. Once again, I'd like to apologize for that USB mistake I made. We won't do that again. And unfortunately, that looks like it caused a chalkboard issue. But once again, I don't want to correct it because I don't want to mess the game up. I wouldn't like to see us lose a game that we have played 7 innings. Okay, Valenzuela is still on the mound. He's going to face Raines, Avila, and Alvarez. Raines walks. He's going over to what should be first base. There it is. Valenzuela lefty. Will he try to throw to first? Let's see. He balked as Raines goes to second after visiting the mound. Valenzuela delivers to Avila. He's going to hit a foul ball. Number 7 for Valenzuela, Alvarez. Jordan hit a home run to start things off in the first inning. Deep in the right field, Justice at the tracks. Got it. 2 down. Runner returns to second. The dangerous Frank Thomas. Tavon over to first. He is out. Only in Action PC do we see things like that. But there it is. Top of the 8th is over. We head to the bottom of the 8th, all tied at 3. David's Real team will send up Justice, Killebrew, and Murphy to face one of my favorites, Bob Lemon. Justice, a ground ball to first. Gonna take it to the bag himself. Thomas gets him one away. Killebrew up to left field deep. Raines has got it. And Murphy to left field. That's deep. That's off the wall. Murphy's going to go to second. He's in with a double. Biggio up. Real Chicago looking to take the lead with a base hit. Lemon delivers. Fly to left. Raines has got it. The inning's over. We head to inning number 9, tied at 3. Valenzuela didn't think he was going to be here in the 9th inning after giving up 3 runs in inning number 1, but he's here. 1 down. struck him out. Catcher throws to first after he dropped the ball. Al Rosen to Killebrew. Across to Bagwell for the out. We head to the bottom of the ninth here in Real Chicago's Fulton County Stadium, all tied at 3. David's team's going to send up the bottom third of the order, Bagwell, Berra, and Vaughn against Bob Lemon. Fly ball to left, backing up his reins. It's off the wall. Bagwell trots into second base with his second double of the day, 7th of the year. And they are set up as Bagwell's on second. Berra up. Nobody out. Will Berra bunt? No, he's going to pop up to the infield. And you didn't want that to happen. 1 out. You wanted that runner on third base with less than 2 outs, and he's on second. Arky Vaughn, base hit in the left field. Will Bagwell attempt to score? And he does. He scores. Chicago wins 4-3 in a walk-off. Arky Vaughn single. Let's check the box score. Beantown, 2, 4, 5 hits. Everybody with 1, 2 RBIs for Alvarez, the home run in the first inning. And 2 hits for Edmonds, 2 hits for Bagwell, and Arky Vaughn with 2 hits, and he won the game in the bottom of the ninth. Lemon, the losing pitcher, he's 1 and 2, 8 innings, 8 1/3, 10 hits, 4 runs, all earned, struck and walk out 2. Valenzuela gave up those 3 first inning runs, shuts him out the rest of the way. 5 hits, those 3 runs, all earned. He did allow 2 home runs, struck out 8, walked 3. He is now 1-0. Let's get back to the schedule, finish out the month of April, and we start later in the week. We'll be in the month of May. Okay, 8-0 is Real Chicago. How many games will they go to start the season? We'll find out. Chicago at Lancaster, 5-4 Lancaster. Union Stewards at Carolina, 9-5 Carolina. Good 6-3 start for them. And the 9-1 Washington Clowns at the 5-6 Vegas Stars. Vegas wins 7-2. On to the 27th. Manchester with a slow start, 5-5. Then they're even slower now, 5-6. Gary beats them 4-2. San Francisco at Lehigh. Lehigh wins 6-3, goes to 5-4. San Francisco drops to 1-8. Edmonton at Beantown. It's 3-0 Edmonton. Testro gets the shutout. Chicago at Lancaster. Gangsters lose 7-5. Lots of 500 teams in this league. Union Stewards at Carolina. 3-1 Carolina. 7-3 start. Good start for them. St. Louis at home against Crystal Lake. Crystal Lake now 8-2. Good start. St. Louis falls to 6-6. Philadelphia at Real Chicago. Are we watching? Will they go to 9-0? They do. They are 9-0, beating Philadelphia. Drops to 1-8. They win 6-5. And Washington 9-2 again at the Vegas Stars. Vegas beats them a second time in a row. 7-5. Ben's the winner. Nichols the loser. We go to the 28th. Crystal Lake at St. Louis. Crystal Lake continues their dominance, 4-2 win. 6-7 is now St. Louis's record in April. Lehigh 5-4. Now they're 5-5 as San Francisco beats them 7-6. Edmonton at Beantown. Edmonton's at even 500. They go to 6-5 with a 6-4 win over Beantown. Vegas hits the road there at Gary. Gary beats them 5-4 in my Sims. Gary beats me all the time. I have no idea why, but they do. Philly at Chicago, Real Chicago, will they go 10-0 to start the season? They do. They win 6-0. Philly falls to 1-9. Manchester at Washington. Two good teams. Washington ekes by 11-10. Manchester off to a slow 5-7 start. Lancaster at the Union Stewards. Lancaster wins 7-1. And Carolina at the Gangsters. Gangsters win 3-1. We head to the 29th. 2 days to go in the month. Let's do Lancaster at Union Stewards again. They win. Union Stewards wins 4-1. Carolina at the Gangsters. They win 5-0. Carolina's shut out by Tom Seaver. St. Louis goes on the road to San Francisco trying to get something going. They lose to San Francisco again, 2-1. Real, will they go 11-0? They're at Edmonton. And they go 11-0, winning 8-1. How long will this winning streak last? I think David Landau wants me to broadcast every game this season. Vegas at the tough Gary team. Vegas wins 8-2. Manchester 5-7 start. Washington good 10-3. Washington defeats them 6-5. They go 11-3. Philly trying to break this slump at home against Beantown, and they break it by scoring 19 runs and beat Beantown 19-0. And the last game of the month, as we get this broadcast done, sorry it broke it up into two parts, but we'll be done in my customary 1 hour before my voice gives out. Speaking of that, need a little water. Here we go. Manchester trying to break this slump against the 11-3 Washington Clowns, and they are shut out 1-0. Philly just scored 19 runs to get their second win. They win their third game, 7-5 over Beantown. Lancaster at Union Stewards. Union Stewards evens the record at 7-7. Chicago at home against Carolina. That's the Chicago Gangsters losing 4-1 to Carolina. Carolina off to a good start. St. Louis off to a slow start at San Francisco. San Francisco beats them 11-5. I'm a little surprised. St. Louis played very well in the Sims I did. They fall to 6-9 in the month of April. Real, will they win all the games in the month of April? Oh, I had that human. I was going to play that one, but we'll auto it. They lose the final game of April. Real Chicago loses 3-0. Rio shuts them out. Valenzuela pitches another good game. Edmonton wins 3-0. Crystal Lake 9-2 go to 10-2, shutting out Lehigh 1-0. Greg Maddux with the win, and Vegas at Gary for the final game in the month of April. 4-2 Vegas wins. Ben's now 2-1. Let's review the standings. I'll zip this up. Trading starts for the end of the month. Steve will adjust the files for any manager files, any trades. We'll take, today's Monday, so we'll take Tuesday off. We'll probably start May on Wednesday. Okay, here we go. Crystal Lake leads Washington by a half game. Actually, not quite. Washington's a half game ahead of Crystal Lake, but Crystal Lake's got better percentage. So why don't we just call them tied in the Suck It Up division of that league. I forget which one it is. Crystal Lake and Washington on top. Vegas, 3 games out. Tell me that's not a surprise. It is to me. Lehigh 5-6, 4.5 games back. And St. Louis, Manchester, San Francisco, and Gary follow in that order. No more tears. Real, we saw them lose the final game in the month of April, but they're 11-1, off to the hottest start I've seen in a long time. Carolina 8-5, good start, but a 3.5 back. Edmonton 7-6, and Chicago 8-7, 4.5 back. Union Stewards at 500, 5 games back. I want to thank everybody that managed to make it to the 2 broadcasts. I'm sorry they split them, but I will for the next broadcast make sure I don't have too many USB ports plugged in. Number 1. Number 2, I'll make sure I got all the logos. And number 3, I'll make sure that we don't have to split the broadcast into 2 parts. Thanks, everybody, again for coming by. We will see you on Discord. Have a nice evening.